Happy Thursday to ya. Happy Thursday to ya. Happy Thursday to ya. Yes, it's Thursday. I got the day right this time. This is my favorite day. We all know this. We've been hanging around together for what, 4 months now? You know at this point how much I enjoy Thursdays because tomorrow is Friday. The most enjoyable of the work days because it's the last work day before the weekend. You wrap up your stuff for the week, and then in the afternoon, evening, you're home free. You just get days of relaxation. Days on days on days. I am here, as always, almost always, with my wife, Jennifer. Jennifer, say hello to everybody.
Hello to everybody.
Jennifer, are you seeing anybody in the comments? Anybody we need to be shouting out right now?
Yes. Someone asked, why is the sun green?
Why is the sun... You know, we like to take license. In this world, in the world of trivia, a lot of people don't know this. The trivia world is slightly different than the real world. And in the trivia world, the sun is green. And it's a very pleasant, warm sun, as you can tell. You want to hang out at that beach. All those seagulls hanging around. Some person in a biplane pulling that banner along. It's lovely.
Trinity says, please shout out.
Trinity, shout out to you, Trinity. Hello, we're going to get started in just about 30 seconds. Happy birthday to you, Corbett. I'm sure you get 364 of those a year, but we're celebrating this one today. Hello to our friends in Canada. We've got friends around the world, friends in the UK, friends in Australia, of course, friends around the United States of America, several different states. I know we've got Illinois, we've got New York, California as always. Lori, shout out to you. And I say, how about we start the game? All right. Here we go, folks. This is not a drill. The game begins now. Kids, you know what day it is. It's my favorite day of the week. Welcome to the Thursday edition of Swagbucks Live, the mobile game show where you win money from the comfort of your phone. I'm your producer, Hal, racing towards the weekend and bringing you all along with me. Let's have a look at our grand prize, shall we? There it is. That is $1,000, folks, and everyone who can correctly answer these 10 multiple-choice trivia questions will split it. Now, even if you don't get a piece of that grand prize, after Q1, you will get one bonus SB for any question you get right. Remember to claim those SB at the end of the game, though, so you can keep them. But if you win the game today, your bonus will be claimed for you automatically and added to your winnings. Now, this beautiful background with a green sun that you're looking at is a reminder that this is a second chance week. And that means you're getting 3 free rejoins for being here today. You will get those added to your account before tomorrow's game. And by the way, speaking of which, come back tomorrow for Friday's Flash game. That's at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, noon Pacific Time, to earn another 3 free rejoins. Do it. Complete your second chance week the right way. Here we go, folks. Buckle your seatbelts, say goodbye to the comments, and ready your minds for your warm-up. Here is question number 1. What is Orville Redenbacher known for selling? Is it tennis balls, popcorn, or cars? Good old Orville Redenbacher. I know that name must ring a bell, huh? Your favorite snack nerd was selling his signature food starting in 1919 at the age of 12. So clearly, he was destined to become the king of popcorn. Popcorn is the answer. Everybody loves that Redenbacher popcorn, whether you get it microwaved, whether you get just the seeds and you do it yourself. Those popcorn unpopped kernels, put them in a popcorn machine. Everybody remember the popcorn machine from like the 70s, 80s, the tan one with the yellow plastic hood on it. That's a good, and the bowl that said popcorn, lest you look in it and be confused. We all know what was in there. It was popcorn, folks. Let's move on to a bonus SB in question number 2. If you get it right, here is your question. What is the capital of New York? Is it Albany, Brooklyn, or the R train? What is the capital of New York? New York City may be the center of the state culturally, but it's not the capital. That can be found a little further upstate in a little city I like to call Albany. Albany is the answer. 91% of you getting that one right. 9% going for Brooklyn. That, of course, is the capital of the Sweat Hogs from Welcome Back, Kotter. They were in Brooklyn. That's a fun thing that's in Brooklyn. Also, the Dodgers were there for a very, very long time. The Trolley Dodgers is how they got their name. But no, Brooklyn is incorrect. Never. I don't think it was ever a capital. I think Manhattan was a capital for a little while, but That was a national capital, not a state capital. Already, pretty much all the people who got out have rejoined using those free rejoins that they picked up along the way during Second Chance Week. So I feel comfortable moving on to question number 3. It is worth a bonus SB if you get it right. Here it is. Which of the following sports never requires a helmet? Is it football, basketball, or hockey? Talking about American football. Basketball or hockey? Which one do you not need a helmet for? Now, there was a time when people didn't have to wear helmets in any sports, but grave injuries made them a requirement in both hockey and football. In basketball, no helmet is required. NBA is back. 97% of you knew that one. If you watched the new bubble games, very weird to see them play scrimmages in that new arena. I guess it's sort of a room with a basketball court in it. But anyway, most of you crushed this one. Of course, football required helmets a little bit earlier. Hockey waited, I think, until the 90s to require that all players wear a helmet. And even then, one player did not have to wear one until he retired. And that man was living on the edge of danger. All right, we've got a 4th question for you, worth 1 bonus SB. Here is Q4. Whose middle finger is on display at a museum in Florence? Is it Leonardo da Vinci, Galileo, or Michelangelo? Very rude to just have your middle finger on display at all times. And yet, there it is. Among the many incredible sights to see in Florence, including world-renowned museums, is the middle finger of one of its most famous sons. Galileo is the answer. 52% of you knew that one. If you've seen a picture of this online, it just looks like a bit of rag, but it is Galileo's middle finger. 21% going with Leonardo da Vinci, 27% with Michelangelo. Also, very famous Renaissance-era Italians who could have been the correct answer, but are not. And I already see more than 3/4 of the people who got out on that one coming right back in using those Second Chance Week rejoins like we talked about before. We still have almost 20,000 people vying for a piece of the $1,000 grand prize, and that ain't bad for a Thursday. This is the challenging game, folks, and yet you're doing great. So let's move on and see how well you do in question number 5. It's worth 1 bonus SB. Here it is. Which of these would most likely cause a paradox of choice? Is it a Cheesecake Factory menu, a true-false test, or this question? Which of these would most likely cause a paradox of choice? Now, the paradox of choice says that the more options we have, the more anxiety we feel. And with its 900-page menus, a Cheesecake Factory menu would give you the fits, and oh my goodness, oh, be still my heart, I said this was a tough one, and it sure was. Only 7% of you got that one right. You know that the most choices can be found in a Cheesecake Factory menu. Oh my goodness, this is where the rejoins have to come in. We have to do this. 93% of you wiped out. Some of you may actually appear on that menu just hanging out. That is how big that menu is. I don't know that anybody's ever gotten to the end of one. I think the cheesecakes alone take up 4 or 5 pages. Then there's it's like an entire farmer's market was turned into a restaurant. This is what I like to see though, folks. Of the 93% of you who got out, over half of you are already back in. We are now well over 10,000 people vying for a piece of that $1,000 grand prize. And the rest of you know to stick around because I got more bonus SB on the way for you, including 1 bonus SB if you can correctly answer question number 6. Here it is. On which social media site can you friend someone instead of just following them? Is it Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook? On which of these social media sites do you friend people? Sure, you can follow someone and just look at all their content, but what if you want a deeper relationship? In those cases, you head on over to Facebook. Facebook is the home of friends. 95% of you getting that one right. That's what I like to see. A bounce back after a brutally tough question. But you come right back. You always do. You're a resilient group of people. That is what impresses me the most about all of you. Let us move on to a bonus SB if you can correctly answer question number 7. Here it is. In which town do all cardinal directions lead to New York State? Is it Fort Lee, New Jersey, Stamford, Connecticut, or Burlington, Vermont? Which city am I talking about? Yes, this is another one of those weird geographical facts that doesn't seem like it could possibly be true, and yet it is. When you're in Stamford, Connecticut, every cardinal direction leads to New York State. They are encompassed by the state, and 75% of you getting that one right. Well done. That is impressive. A little bit of Connecticut knowledge for all of you. Pretty weird to think. I did not know that until I was researching for questions and discovered this. And sure enough, it's the truth. All cardinal directions lead to New York when you're in Stamford, Connecticut. Let's move on to a bonus SB for all of our players if they can correctly answer question number 8. Here it is. How old was Benjamin Franklin when he finished his formal education? Was he 10, 8, or 16? Old Benji Franks. How old was he when he was done with school? He's one of the greatest minds in history, a fact that's made even more incredible when you consider that Ben Franklin's formal education ended when he was just 10 years old. 10 is the answer. 84% of you getting that one right. Well done. You know you're Ben Franklin. Have you ever been to Philadelphia? Have you visited the Franklin Institute? Have you seen the glass harmonica they have there? They break out and play for the school groups. That was one of his inventions. Really, really cool science museum. If you're ever in the Philadelphia area, I highly recommend you check it out. Right now, why don't we check out a bonus SB in question number 9. Let's see how you do with this one. Which of these toys bounces? Is it Cabbage Patch Kids, Rubber Ball, or Sit and Spin? Which of these is a bouncing toy? I know that any toy will bounce if you throw it against the ground hard enough or at the correct angle, but a rubber ball is the only one of these 3 that is meant to bounce. Rubber ball is the answer. 6,219 of you have made it this far and are ready for our final question. Well done. If you had fun playing this game, you know what to do. You tell your friends about it. You click that Get More Rejoins button on the main menu of the app, and when a friend signs up using your link and they enter the code that's included in your share, you get another free rejoin for each person who does that. Yeah. Also, I have a delicious way for you to earn 1,000 SB, and that's by trying Every Plate, America's best value meal kit. You get filling recipes that are super easy to prepare sent right to your door. It only costs $4.99 per meal, and you'll earn 1,000 SB when you give it a try. Pretty good deal, huh? You have to be a U.S. player to take advantage of this opportunity, but check it out after the game. If you've been eating the same stuff over and over again, you want to switch it up a little bit, Every Plate is the answer for you. Or just if you want to make things more simple, do it. Try Every Plate. Folks, 6,223 of you are vying for a piece of a $1,000 grand prize. We've got over 25,000 of you total playing the game. Everybody gets a bonus SB if they get our final question right. Here now is Q10. Silverbacks are mature members of what species? Is it ant, gorilla, or human? They're beautiful creatures, but keep your distance because they can be dangerous and territorial, and they're very strong because, well, you know, they're gorillas. Gorillas is the answer. 6,036 of you knew that answer. You are splitting our grand prize. Well done to each and every one of you, taking home 17 SB plus the bonuses you earned along the way. Julia Fisher, you fished yourself a win. Baby K, I know you're not crying like a baby unless it's tears of joy. Well done. Show 480, you showed me something today. You showed that you are a champion. Congratulations to all of you who are winners today. Congratulations to all the bonus SB winners as well. You know what to do with your SB, right? Of course you do. You redeem them for PayPal cash or gift cards to Amazon, Starbucks, Target, and hundreds of other places. Great job all week long during the Second Chance Week. Let's wrap it up tomorrow during our Friday Flash game at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, noon Pacific Time. Thank you for playing Swagbucks Live, and I will see you tomorrow to wrap up Second Chance Week.